What is good, YouTube? Quinn Wade basketball analysis coming to y'all with the last and final video from the draft. We're gonna talk about Rickety Tickety Rubio, a guy that has really been through it in the league, multiple injuries, but has become a starter throughout his career, and I feel like those days will be coming over as D'Angelo Russell is the guy in Minnesota. Even though I do feel like they can play together because D'Angelo Russell has shown in college and throughout his career that not only can he play on the ball, but he also can play off the ball as a spot up shooter and a guy that can put pressure on the defense with his ability to float and also knock down jumpers off the dribble, but also the ability to play in the pick and roll. So they can play together. They can be on the court at the same time. D'Angelo Russell do have the size to play the two if they need to go with that lineup. Ricky Rubio is an unselfish guy that knows his game. Has already played in Minnesota. He knows the environment. He knows what they expect, and he's an unselfish guy anyway. He's gonna look to set up guys. He's gonna look to be aggressive when he can, and they just need him to be a respectable guy. And they're not asking him to save the franchise. They're not asking him to come over and play a specific role. They just say, we just need you to facilitate, come off the bench from time to time, and just play a game. And a lot of the time, that's all you need the guy to do. Also, when you look at it from the Thunder perspective, they have been very, very adamant in trading guys that they don't see a future with, or they feel that they can get something for them as they're going in a rebuilding direction. So the Thunder will give up Ricky Rubio, who they just acquired. He didn't have a place there. He didn't have a role there. He didn't need to have a need to be there. And obviously the Minnesota Timberwolves will send the 17th pick, and they will get Jaden Mcdaniels, a guy that I personally like for this team just because they do need a three. And this is a guy that has a lot of athleticism and a lot of length and a huge upside to be a potential star with his ability to have those type of tools available, that type of height, that type of athleticism for that size. Those guys are freak of natures. Those guys are the ones that has boom or bust potential. Either this is going to be great and amazing for the Timberwolves, or it's just going to be a guy that doesn't pan out, that you don't know until you get him in and you don't know what he's going to become. But Aleksej to me is the same for the Thunder. They've been interested in him. They've been, shopping around trying to figure out a way to get him, and they have got him. He's another guy that's boom or bust. This guy either going to be a bust or he's going to be a star or a great role player, or he's just going to be a guy that just doesn't fit in, just doesn't adapt, and just doesn't have the skills to produce at a high level and become an impact player in the NBA. But the only reason I bring up both of them is because they both are similar in that regard. McDaniel is very raw, not the greatest shooter, not the greatest finisher, doesn't really have an NBA body, in my personal opinion. And he's going to be a guy that's 2-3 years away from being great because he's just that raw. If he had more skills and more talent and more fundamentals, he would have been a lottery pick, in my personal opinion, because he has everything else. He just doesn't have, the raw skills that he would need to be successful in the league currently. So I understand why the Wolves did it. You have a young core. You have a great duo with D'Angelo Russell and Towns. You're still trying to build up that bench. You're still trying to take gambles on guys that has huge upside. And I respect them for making this pick just because they are in need of a wing. Jared Culver hasn't panned out. Kogi is not the greatest shooter. And they even made the Malik Beasley and getting Anthony Edwards. They going for the perimeter guys. They going for the guys that can, shoot and create their own shot. But they still do need size at that three position because the other two guys are not in that 6'7", 6'8", 6'7". I mean, 6'7", 6'8", 6'9" range. And Jaden McDaniels is. This is a guy that can even play power forward potentially in the future if he can bulk up and add strength. But not only that, this is a guy that can also guard twos and potential point guards if he ever gets the speed and the athleticism with the strength all in one, he'd be a dangerous guy. But that's all upside. That's all potential. It's obviously not guaranteed that it's not going to happen. But at the same time, you got to trust your development staff, and you got to hope that he loves and enjoys getting better and loves the game of basketball. And if he does, he can be special if he can fill out that body and up his skill level. But Aleksej, to me, he's even more raw. He's a guy that a lot of people either felt like he was going to be dropping in the draft or he was going to go higher in the draft. And he ended up going around where he's in the silver lining area to me. But the Thunder, they have took foreign players before. They have took guys like this before, and so has the entire NBA. Usually these guys either pan out or they become a waste, in my personal opinion. So you got to watch out if you're a Thunder fan for trying to see if he's going to be able to play at a high level and seeing if he's going to be able to, grow with the young core that they're trying to build in OKC. But in my personal opinion, both of these guys are high risk. Either they're going to be the next best thing or they're going to be a guy that's going to be at the bench and once his rookie contract over, going to bounce around the league if they don't, pan out. But as long as they have their size, which they're going to have interest in guys that's going to, organizations that's going to want to take a chance and a gamble on them, and that's why they got drafted in the first round. So, in my personal opinion, Ricky Rubio will be a great addition to the Wolves. They did need a backup point guard. They do need somebody that can set guys up. They do need somebody that can play some defense. And they do need a guy that understands his game and understands his role. Is not trying to be more than that. And is not going to mess up the flow of the offense or mess up the chemistry between D'Angelo and Karl Anthony Towns and the guards that they have on this team. And I feel like Ricky Rubio checks all those boxes. And he's a guy that, is understandable and coachable, which is highly important in this league, especially when you have your future already going with your duo. So check out my website, analysisplayground.com. Link will be in the description comment section below. Check out my Facebook page, analysisplayground.com. Link will be in the description comment section below. Let me know what you guys think about this trade, as I do read every comment. Not only that, let me know what you guys think about the draft in general. I did my draft. My draft review, and if you want to check that out, you can check that in so many other videos, as I'm at 1,000, almost 2,000 videos. So if you like breakdowns of players, legends, and rookies, also summer league coverage when it happens, draft coverage like you see here, free agency, trade deadline, season previews, top 10 lists, playoff predictions. And if you want a guy that uploads every day with the hottest topics and other topics, this is the channel for you, as I do that. Also, if you want to buy merchandise, you can buy that on my spread shirt. Also, if you want to buy and support the channel further, you can also buy on my Facebook page. You can change the color of the shirt, change the color of the logo to which one you want, and you can get it shipped out to you, as I have a variety of logos and colors that you can pick, and I can get it shipped out to you. Not only that, liking and sharing will continue to help the channel grow. That's another small way you can help the channel be supported, by liking and enjoying it, but also sharing it, as it can help me reach more people. Other than that, let me know, Jaden Mcdaniels, do you think he can be great? Is he going to be a bust? Can he be a superstar? Will he be a steal for the Wolves? Or will Aleksej be a steal for the Oklahoma City Thunder? And let me know what you guys think about the Ricky Rubio fit. Did they need him? Is they going to get rid of him because he get paid too much money? Is he going to be able to accept coming off the bench? And even if he does, do you think he's really going to help this team, or he's just going to be another player for this team that really doesn't make too much of a difference? They're trying to bolster their bench. They're trying to improve their roster, and I feel like they've done that in this draft so far and in free agency, and they still got some more moves to make around their duo of D'Angelo Russell and Towns. But other than that, it should be fun seeing this team play, and if they can stay healthy, they can be a dangerous team. And I think Ricky Rubio is only going to help that. Plus, in my personal opinion, I don't think they really gave up too much for him. So I think that they'll live with the results and, trust that they made the right decision. Other than that, I'm gone. And let me know if you enjoyed the video, and enjoy the rest of y'all day.